You are listening to Out of the Darkness by Clarissa Clarke. Right now, we're in the middle of a crater full of Grevlakrolians. Some Kind of Rock Star. Chapter 8. There he is! Verity's voice exploded in Alec's head. He brought his hands up to cover his ears, then realized how pointless that was. She grabbed his arm and began pulling him through the crowd. The way she was yelling in his head, he thought they were going to meet some kind of rock star. The 9.5-foot Grevlakrolian that she stopped in front of didn't remind Alec of any rock stars he'd ever seen. Judging by the Grevlakrolian's surprised look, they weren't like any Zambosians he had ever seen. Surprise changed to amusement as Verity began communicating with him mentally. She neglected to include Alec in the conversation, and his attention wandered. There was a lengthy line of Zambosians behind them, and he realized they were waiting to speak with this Grevlakrolian. He turned around, planning to tell Verity that he was pretty sure they had cut in line, when he was sidetracked by Alina. "How'd you get here?" "Up." She lifted her arms above her head, and Alec picked her up. He steadied himself as she leaned over Verity's head, reaching for the leader of the Grevlakrol race. Alec wasn't the only one amazed by her bizarre behavior. Everyone stopped moving to watch what was going on. A huge smile spread over the leader's face as he took the item that Alina offered. Alec couldn't see what it was that she gave him, and he couldn't think of anything that she'd brought with her. The leader nodded solemnly to each of the children, and Alec followed the girls as they left the line. Apparently, Verity and Alina had accomplished what they set out to do, although he wasn't clear on what exactly that was. Reapy led them to an open area. Alec heard his stomach grumble, and Alina nodded her head in agreement. "Do you have some food for me?" she asked Reapy. Reapy nodded as she bent down to take their hands. Verity, quick to catch on, grabbed Alec's hand and laughed when they found themselves in Reapy's kitchen. That was Some Kind of Rock Star, Chapter 8 from Out of the Darkness by Clarissa Clarke. Next up, The Core Mental Abilities, Chapter 9.